Hey everyone, back with another Simpsons video, starting with some cards from last week. These are from the Australian set. When put together, these create the zombie image that was on that checklist of cards that I was looking at. But yeah, these are from the Australian set. And then when flipped over, if we do it quickly enough, it creates Bart at the chalkboard. And I'll see if I can get this flipped over quickly enough without damaging the cards. The middle card we can just flip, but the others I have to put side to side. Then we'll get into some other cards today. But if we flip all of these cards over, it says, "I will not hang donuts on my person." Makes you wonder, where was he hanging those donuts? But those are some of the cards from last week. And then these are the cards that we're going to be getting into today. So I'll just place these aside and start to dig into those. And those cards start with a bunch of Bart Simpson at the chalkboard. So we'll start to dive into these. And this one starts by saying, "I will not overestimate my own popularity." Let's see, are these numbered? Number 22 with Bart and Homer on the back. And these are by Topps. And they came out in 1990. So a little older, I think, than the last batch. "I will not get very far with this attitude." Card number 21 with Bart on the back. And yeah, you can immediately tell some of these drawings are from the early 90s, with all of these again being from 1990. "I will not sell school property" with Maggie on the back. Card number 20. "I will not hide behind the Fifth Amendment." That's pretty wonderful. With Lisa on the back. "I am not a 32-year-old woman." Interesting. I almost need to rewatch the series to pick up on what episodes these might be from. "Cursing is a crutch." Lisa on the back. "I will not underestimate traditional American values." And then, surfing Bart on the back, upside down. Card number 16. "I will not do that thing with my tongue." A lot of these are a little bit suggestive as far as the Bart sayings on the back go. "I will not trade pants with others." Again, there we go, another suggestive one. And Devil Bart on the back. And then let's see, what's this next one? We have "Hamsters do not eat onion rings." All right, that's good to know. Homer on the back. And "Krusty the Clown is not God." That's probably my favorite so far, with "War is Hell, man." Cool. And "No armed Bart" on the back. Couldn't do that today. Keep on digging. And "I will not add to our nation's problems." I can stand by that, with Bart on the back. "I will not yell fire in a crowded classroom." Okay, classic. Classic not yelling fire. There we go. That's a great back image on there. "I will not lie, cheat, or spit." And then we have Homer, "Why you little?" on the back. Oh, look at that. All American Dad. American Dad. Okay. And then we get to "Tar is not a plaything." It's pretty great, with the Simpsons on the back as well. "I will spend my time productively," with Homer on the back. Aggressive Homer. Homer's not nearly as aggressive these days. "I will not drive the principal's car," with Marge on the back. "I will not do anything bad ever again." Cool, with Maggie again on the back. "Giving people wedgies is not clever." I feel like Bart got more wedgies than gave. I don't ever remember Bart giving wedgies. "I will not encourage others to fly," with a peaceful Bart on the back. "I will not belch the national anthem." Oh, but that's so fun. There we go. And let's see. Oh, it looks like the last one. "Biting is unsanitary and rude." Yeah, with card number 1 being Bartman. And then it looks like we get into an episode of the show. And this looks like a very early episode with Marge. I'm not going to read them, but I will flip through all of them, starting with card number 1, and I'll just flip on through. So we have early Marge on there and Maggie. Actually, I'm going to flip them over to see if there's any information. Bart Baffler. So just some quiz questions on these. Okay, we know that's Flanders. I'm not going to ask all the questions, but I'll show you the back of the cards as well. Ooh, and we have another image, so I might have to put these together for the next video. But we'll move through these. We have Lisa with another question. Okay, so are these numbered? Yeah, that was 1, 2, and 3. So the image might be out of order. That might make it a little difficult to figure out, but that'll be fun. Number 4, again with an image on the back. And number 5, and there's a lot of these, so I'll just start to flip a little faster through them. There we go. And this seems like a very early episode. I mean, obviously, if these cards came out in 1990, that does mean it has to be from a very early episode. But even the cards alone look like it might be one of the very early ones. Like, I mean, probably first season if it's 1990, but I'm not able to think of what this episode is off of the top of my head. And more of the image back there. And let's see, there's a bunch of these. Okay, I skipped ahead. There are 88 of these, so I'm going to flip through very quickly just so you can see them and check them all out. See if there's anything other than some images. We have Krusty the Clown on there. Bart getting in trouble. A bunch of background characters, or at least characters I don't recognize off the top of my eyes. Okay, we got Maggie Mutterings. Let's see. Family chasing down Bart. Bart always getting in trouble, especially in those early seasons. Maybe Marge getting in trouble when she was a kid, then Maggie getting lost, and Bart was an adult. I actually sort of remember this episode now. Yeah, classic with the kids portraying the adult roles to see how they'd handle the situation. There you go. Awesome. And I like how each of these are different quizzes. Quizzes by Lisa is Lisa's Lockdown. Or was it Lockdown? Lowdown. Lisa's Lowdown. More images there. Oh, great. That's a really great card. I love all the interesting stretched images. I always felt like SpongeBob had some of the more absurd images. But the Simpsons, Ren and Stimpy, all those cartoons make for some really good visual gags. Oh, okay. And there you go. Without even having to put it together, that is what it looks like. So it's a putt-putt scene. And I'll zoom in a little bit. There we go. So you can see. Very cool. So that makes for a very cool poster. I mean, I feel like these cards are great. But I feel like the poster is cooler than the cards in this situation. Bart's Bafflers. What was the other ones? Okay, we have more of the poster. More of the poster. Again, Reverend Lovejoy with more of the poster. And let's see, Bart with Marge's Mindbenders. I like the name alliteration. Marge's Mindbenders, Bart's Bafflers. What were Homer's? I gotta get to another Homer card again. Lisa's Lowdown. And then did Maggie have one as well? Marge's Mindbenders again. I know I saw a Homer one. There we go. Homer's Homeroom. Okay, that's a good quiz name. And Maggie's Mutterings. Because she can't talk. Cool. Very cool. Flipping through these a little bit fast. But I feel like you're getting to see at least what most of them have on there. There we go. Martin Prince. And again, this almost works like a storyboard. I mean, it's not broken down to that level, but you're definitely getting the full story out of these cards. And with 88 of them, I would think that's, I mean, a card a minute, that's less time than that's more time than an episode. So if you're doing 88 cards, breaking that down for what, 22 minutes of a sitcom episode, so that would be a fourth of these cards. So every one of these cards could account for like 15 seconds of an episode if you include the commercials. Oh, great card again. Just like you only can do that in animation. Real life, you can't make someone's face look like that. Maybe with makeup. All right, a couple more of these. Homer. We're starting to get there, but still over 20 cards left in here. These have that baseball card feel. I mean, I know they're tops, but they have like that early 90s, almost junk era of baseball cards feel. Not waxy, but very cardboardy on these. They almost feel like they would come with a piece of dried out gum that you shouldn't chew. Oh, again, a great Homer Simpson one. Like, some of these are great. But then other ones, it's like a dark room. That doesn't work great for a card. What does it say? Bart? Uh-oh, gotta hide. Yeah. Like, some of these definitely, I wouldn't collect to just have that one card. If you don't have the whole set, this is a standalone one. God help me. You could just have that card. But let's see. Bart, you're such a dimwit. Yeah, again, like that could be a standalone card. I'm Bart Simpson. Who the hell are you? A lot of these could be standalone cards. But other ones in the series, I definitely feel you wouldn't want unless you had the complete deck. Again, a great Homer card right there. And we're getting into the final stretch of these. Showing off these cards definitely takes more time than showing off some of the merchandise. And there are more cards to come, so definitely like, subscribe, comment. Come back next week if you want to see more Simpsons merch and cards of The Simpsons. I think there's some that are also non-tops and non-Australian that I saw in there. Maybe Vivid or Inkwork cards that I saw coming up. But we'll finish off these, the last 10 being viewed right now. This is the life, man. Again, this one will be a great standalone card. And trying to figure out how this episode is ending. It almost seems like a second episode with them doing the Hawaiian dances. Let's see. There is justice in the world, Maggie. Okay, so that must be the resolution of the story. Cut back to Maggie. Show Homer one last time. Oh, there we go. We get to see the entire poster of cards again. And let's see, last few cards. We have The Simpsons watching television. Bart rolling down a rock. Ay caramba. And last for today, Apple Polisher. Thank you very much. I take that as a compliment. All right, so that is all of the cards for today. Come back next week for more Simpsons merchandise and cards. See you next time, everyone.